Hey guys, Missed here again for another video today, and we are back for our Winnipeg Jets franchise mode. I said 4 instead of with that time. That was weird. I didn't like that. Uh, yeah, we are back in the Western Conference Finals to face the Anaheim Ducks. In this one, we'll see how that goes in just a moment after looking back at this playoff run so far. It took us 7 games to get over the Edmonton Oilers. It then took us 6 games to get over the Chicago Blackhawks. So now we get to face the 8-3 Anaheim Ducks. We are 8-5 and they are 8-3, so they're doing pretty damn solid, that's for sure. Now, I just needed to refresh myself on that because it has been a couple of days since I have last uploaded and recorded a franchise mode. Speaking of time-wise, at least, it is about 3 minutes until 2018 arrives. So, Happy New Year's to all of you guys. And yeah, hopefully you guys had a great 2017. Hopefully you'll have an even better 2018. If you guys didn't have a great 2017, look forward to 2018. I'm sure it'll be better than the last year. So yeah, just wanted to get that out of the way. I will mention it when I am recording this, when it actually becomes New Year. But let's just see. I don't want to make this episode too long for you guys, because I'm sure you guys have things to do. And I can see why they have made it this far, and why they have a record of 8-3, because they have a 95 goaltending rating, 91 offense. That is Hampus Lindholm, their best player. But yeah, 91 offense, 95 defense, and 95 goaltending. That is pretty solid. We have the complete opposite. So they have 91 offense, we have 95 offense. Both teams have 95 defense. They have 95 goaltending, we have 91 goaltending, so that's very interesting. We'll see how that goes in this series. Maybe since they have the better defense, arguably, and I'm assuming they have the better goaltending too, then maybe they will be better, although maybe it is just our backup. So looking at their team, offensively, it's not too bad. James Neal is now a 79 overall. Very interesting. So looking at their team, they have Nick Ritchie up to an 87. Listed as a second liner, though. Interesting. With Ricard Raquel didn't get too good in this game. I personally believe he should have medium elite potential, but he doesn't, so whatever. Then Jacob Silverberg on that first line, right wing. Pretty good first line. On the second line, they got Anton Slepyshev with Craig Zinger, a high top 6, drafted 8th overall a few years ago, actually like 6 years ago, by the Vancouver Canucks. I was going to say by the Canucks, and then the Vancouver Canucks came out. He's a pretty good centerman, though, that's for sure, playing with James Neal. Yeah, on that second line, right wing. Third line, they have Max Jones. Didn't really grow that much in this game, with Nick Bjugstad and Victor Olofsson, a Buffalo Sabres draft pick. Very long time ago in this sim, at least. And then on the fourth line, they have Darcy Scarlett, drafted 8th overall in 2023, medium elite potential, now 79 overall. He's a 6'5", 227-pound power forward. That is literally young and obviously new Ryan Getzlaf for them. That is very interesting. And then they've got Julius Natanen, a Anaheim Ducks draft pick in 2015, and then Andrew Shaw to round out that fourth line. So a pretty decent forward core, that's for sure. And then defensively, they have 88 Lindholm as their number 1, with Brett Pesce at an 85, Chris Bigras at an 84, and Matthew Raycroft at an 83 on that second pair. Then on the second pair. Then on the third pair, they have Grant Emerton with Sami Vatanen. So I would say our defense are much better than theirs, but then again, I believe we do not have. Of course, shit. I believe we do not have Ekman Larson. So looking at their goaltending, it's pretty interesting, I'm not going to lie. They have John Gibson, obviously, and they also have Connor Hellebuck as their backup. So this should be interesting if he gets a game or two. Gibson, 954 save percentage and a 1.34 GAA. That is unreal. And Happy New Year's to all of you guys as well. It is officially 2018 at the time of recording this. So good news for us, Hellebuck has not played yet. Now, who has the most points on the team? They have played, what was it, 11 games, I believe, right? I've played 11 games. Richie has 13 points. Raquel has 10. Silverberg has 10. Oh, wait. No, he has 8, sorry. Silverberg has 8. Slepyshev has 8. Craig Zinger is really good. He's got, what is that, 12? 13. 12, yeah. Neil has 9. Jones has 3. Bukestad has 2. Lawson has 3. And then on the fourth line, 2 for Scarlett. 1 for Natanen, and 0 points for Shaw. And defensively, not a single point for Hanfus Lindholm or Brett Pesce. 3 points for Bigris, 2 points for Raycroft, no points for Emerton, and 2 points for Vatanen. So looking like the goalies have definitely given them a big advantage in their past series, because there isn't a lot of scoring found on this team, if you ask me, because their offense isn't great, and their defense, they don't really have the big defenseman that can put up points. Even though Hanfus Lindholm is a good defenseman, he just doesn't really put up points, clearly, since he doesn't have a single point yet. But we're going to get right into the series. So first period, game number 1, we are playing at home. We have home ice advantage. We will see how everything goes. First period, not bad. No goals allowed, but I would say that's a win for Anaheim for the fact that Gibson did not let in a goal on 15 shots in 20 minutes of play. That is really good. Okay, though. Second period, and Drew Doughty gets the first goal of the series. 24-12 are the shots for us. So we only had 9 shots that period, although they only had 8. So again, we outshot them in that one too. Now time for the third period. Heading into the third with a 1-goal lead from a goal by Drew Doughty. Max Jones scores to tie the game up on their first shot of the period. We had a power play. It didn't last very long, though. We have another power play. No, we can't get anything on that one either. We are about to get hit 40 shots, but Nick Bukestad scores from a little bit ahead of where Jones scored, and Ricard Raquel scores to make it 3-1. James Neal with the empty netter to make it 4-1. So a third period collapse. Sven Gustafsson let in 2 goals from one from a poor angle, then one from an extremely poor angle. Nick Bukestad's goal was not a good one, that's for sure. Outshot them 40-22. We had 16 shots that period. They had, how much did they have? They had 10. Yeah, 10 shots. So, again, we outshot them every period in that game. But the story of this series will be the goaltending, because John Gibson is unreal. What was his save percentage? A .974 save percentage. He has been absolutely unreal. That's for sure, and I don't hope he's going to continue that, but he will most definitely continue that great play that he is having, because, of course he will. Like, why wouldn't he? Only 1 goal from us, though, in that period, and it was by Drew Doughty, so we'll hopefully look to see more goals in this second game from us. Although, looking at the Eastern Conference, I forgot to mention who it was. It's Carolina versus Pittsburgh. Very interesting. So if we win this series, I believe this will be the first time that we will fight for the Stanley Cup in this series, which is pretty terrible. I am not going to lie. It is pretty bad, that's for sure. But let's go. First period. Come on, boys. Not good. Okay, so apparently I was wrong about their goal scoring, because Raycroft scored from a far high point shot, and then Richie scored in around the hash marks to make it 2-0 after 20 minutes of play, and that is the first period that they outshot us as well. Interesting. Second period now, we look to have a better period, and we did for sure. We go to the third now at a tie game. We have a tie game, tied 2 apiece. Line scored, and then Ehlers scored, literally about 3 minutes apart from each other. Not too bad. Shots 25-17 for Anaheim, so looking like they are going to be out shooting us throughout this game. And Connor Brown scores to make it 3-0 in the first minute of the third, or not 3-0, 3-2 for us. He gives us the lead. We're still getting outshot quite heavily, and yeah, and goaltending isn't really there on both sides. To be fair, goaltending isn't really there for Gustafsson, but it's definitely still there for Gibson. Jansen Harkins with the empty net goal, and we only had 23 shots on net. Yeah, that was bad. So one of them was an empty netter too. So we won the game, which is good. We now have the series tied at 1 as well, which is obviously also good, but still, we need to really do a little bit better. Gustafsson with a .942 save percentage and a 33 save performance in that one. Ehlers with 2 points Ehlers with 2 points, and also Leopold with 2 points. So we head to game number 3 now. Hopefully to have a game like we did in the last one. Well, hopefully more shots, but hopefully continuing the goal scoring. That would be nice. That's for sure. If we do not keep up the goal scoring, that's going to be bad, because we're going to need some goals for this one. That's for sure. Yeah, okay. Well, I wanted to see, did the leading point scorer change for us? Nope. Laine, though, still the most points on our team. He has 8 goals right now. That is quite ridiculous, I am not going to lie. Let's see. Time for game number 3 now, this time in Anaheim. Alright, come on. Here we go. First period in Anaheim for this series. Alright, 0-0 after 20 minutes of play. Shots pretty even, 9-7 for us. Not looking too bad so far. Second period now, it is 1-1. Was it Mason Raycroft? I think so. Raycroft scored to make it 1-0, and then Laine scored his team leading 9th goal for us. Wow, he's doing really good. Shots 18-13 for us, not too bad, that's for sure. And here we go. Now time for the third period. We will slow sim it. And another period where we had Hellebuck's in net too. Why is Hellebuck in net? Okay. Rickard Rakell, though, evened up the game after Leopold did score. So it is 2-2 again. We have a power play. We're back to where we started at the start of this period. Shots 29-19 for us. 3 minutes left in the third. We could be heading to overtime, and we will be heading to overtime. Shots 32-25 for us. Leopold scored and Rakell scored. So time for overtime now. Will it end early? Yes, it will, but it will be for us. And Connor Brown again in the first minute scores. I think that might have been at the exact same time that he scored in the last one. So Connor Brown gets the game winner, the second star of the game in that one. Very, very interesting there, that's for sure. Good to see Connor Brown doing good. I'm glad that was a good signing, because apparently it was, especially for the playoffs at least. That's always good. So we now take the series lead as well, up 2-1 in the series. Let's see, Laine, did he get another point, or did he just get that one goal? He did just get that one goal, but now 9 goals for us. I wish he would score like that in the regular season. That would be really nice. But obviously you can't get everything you want sometimes. So let's go, though. Time for game number 4. We could take a 3-1 series lead on this one if we do win. Let's see how it goes. First period, no goals allowed in the first again. I believe that is 2, maybe 3 games in a row. And shots 10-9 for Anaheim. It's heading into the second period now. Let's see. Hopefully we have some goals in the second period. Hopefully for us, though. Let's see, how does it go? Again, no goals. 2 periods of play so far, and not a single goal has been allowed by either goalie. Another thing, I forgot to check. I do not know who is starting in this game, if it's Gibson or if it is Hellebuck. That's interesting, though. I wonder what happened. I wonder if if Gibson got injured, or if it was a long-term injury, if it was a just for the game injury, or what happened. I really don't know. Whatever, though. We'll head into the third and look for a goal heading into game while heading into the rest of the period. Isaac Leopold scored just before the halfway mark, and Patrick Laine scored his team-leading 10th goal now for the Winnipeg Jets. James Neal, though, makes it a one-goal game. The game is not over by any means. There are still 4 minutes left to go. Come on, keep it alive, boys. There we go. Sven Gustafsson shuts the door, and we win 2-1. So Laine getting another goal. Sven Gustafsson with a .958 save percentage, and Gibson is back in net. Very interesting. So now since Gibson is back, that's kind of worrying. That makes sense though, because we definitely had some trouble scoring in that one. Now it's time to hopefully close out the series here. Hopefully we can. That would be nice. If we can't, that's kind of an L, though. Let's see. Laine now has 10 goals, and he didn't get another point, so he should still be just a few points under point per game. Yeah, 10 goals and 3 assists in 17 games played. That is not bad. Whatever. Hopefully he can get point per game at 1 point. That would be awesome, but then again, who freaking knows with this guy? Alright, let's go. Time for game number 4 now. Let's see, how does it go? Can we close out the series here? Haven't seen much from Marner. Just saw his name there on the face-off draw. But I have not seen much from Marner in this series. Let's go, though. First period of play again in Winnipeg. I feel like I said for game 4, but it's actually game 5. So let's go. First period. No goals allowed in the first again for I think the 3rd or 4th game in a row now. Very interesting. Shots 12-7 for Anaheim as we head into the second period. Let's go. Come on, get a goal. Laine, you want to get another one, buddy? Let's see. And a goal for Anaheim. Rickard Rakell scores late in the second period. So there was a goal in the second period. I did ask for a goal, but I kind of prefer it to have been one of us. Unfortunately, it was not. So we head to the third, trailing by 1. 21-19 are the shots for Anaheim. Let's see, third period, we will slow sim it. There is still a chance that we could close the series here. There is plenty of time left. Drew Doughty scores his second of the series to even up the game, and there's about 10 minutes left in the third period now. Not looking too bad for us. We do have the shot lead now as well. 5 minutes left, and Mason Raycroft scores again. He's been really good for the Ducks in this series. Andrew Shaw scores his first goal of the playoffs, and of course it is against us. That is great. Shaw, with under 2 minutes left, scores a point shot, and unfortunately, we lose that game. It was Matthew Raycroft, so it wasn't Mason Raycroft, my bad. Unfortunately, though, the Ducks are still alive, and they will force a Game 6, although we still do have the series lead. Hopefully, it will stay like that. Let's see. Laine didn't get a point that game. Very nice. Good job, buddy. All right, let's go. Game number 6 now. Come on, boys. We just need one win. We had 3 chances. Like I said, we just need one win, and we can move on to the Stanley Cup Final for, I believe, the first time in this series, and I guess actually first time since coming back to the NHL back in 2013, I think it was. Yeah, around then. I don't know. All right, let's go. First period. Not great. Drew Doughty scored to make it 1-0 very early into the period, and also it was his 3rd goal of this series. Rickard Rakell, though, on fire, as well as James Neal, both of them being really good in this series. They make it 2-1, so we now trail heading into the second period 2-1. Shots pretty close, though, 12-11 for us. Let's go. Second period. Lots of goals in the second period. Nick Ritchie scores, and James Neal gets his second of this game. Ritchie and Neal scored 34 seconds apart from each other, basically in the same spot too. Nikolai Ehlers, though, brought us within 2 with his goal around a little bit less than 5 minutes later over Neal, and then Brandon McKenzie scores to give us to make it only a 1-goal deficit. So shots 24-19 for us, which is interesting. I don't know how I feel about that. We'll see if we can continue the goal scoring, but hopefully no more goals for Anaheim. Come on, boys. Let's close out the series. Let's even up the game, and let's head to the Stanley Cup Finals. Don't let Anaheim force a Game 7. We have a power play. We couldn't do anything with it. Anaheim now had a power play. They couldn't do anything with it. And Julius Nattinen makes it 5-3. And, yeah, I'm assuming that will be the game. I just quick simmed the last 2 minutes or whatever it was just because... Sure, it doesn't matter. The game was over. James Neal scored 2 goals. Raquel with 2 points. And Slepyshev with 2 points as well. So, yeah, that kind of sucks, not going to lie. And it is now time to go for game number 7. Unfortunately, multiple players on Winnipeg are now eligible to be dressed. Jack Roslovic is back. Taylor Stahl is back as well. Okay, so, you know what? That definitely changes things. Roslovic is back. He is the one upgrade overall, better than Harkins. So we don't have any other forwards to bring back defensively. Oh no, it wasn't Ekman Larsson. Sorry, it was who was it? What? Who is injured? Morrissey, McKenzie, Stahl, Ekman Larsson, Doughty. Who is injured for us right now? I'm so confused. We do have another defenseman that's injured, right? Because Jet Wu was not on the team originally, I believe, right? Injury report. Let's see. I don't remember, to be honest. Oh yeah, Cale Makar. Yeah, okay. Oh yeah, Cale Makar probably won't be returning for the rest of the playoffs, though. I forgot about that. My bad. All right, though. Time for game number 7 now. After having the 3-1 series lead, Laine finally got another point, and it was a assist. Laine, buddy, I'd love a big game from you. That's for sure. Okay, let's go. I haven't seen Marner yet in this series. I don't even know if he's gotten any points. I haven't seen him score yet. I haven't seen him do anything yet. So let's go. First period. First period of game number 7. How does it go? And again, it's in favor of Winnipeg. Nikolai Ehlers scores and Kyle Connor scores, both goals being on John Gibson. All right, about 10 minutes apart from each other. So 2-0 heading into the second period. That's the way I like it. Shots 12-7 for us. Very nice. Second period now. Okay, we are up 4-0. 4-1, I guess I should say. Marner finally scored. Marner scored, I don't know what or how many goals he has. Leopold scored, I think, his second or third of this series. And then Bukestad makes it a 3-goal game late. Really late into the or not really late, but pretty late into the period. So we now head into the third period up 4-1 and also out shooting the Ducks 24-18. Well, and now 26-27-20. I'm not continuing that. But power play for Anaheim. Anton Slepyshev scores on the power play, so the game is not over. That's for sure. Toni Hentunen is in net as well. Why is Toni Hentunen in net? I don't know, but there's 3 minutes left to go in this game. Stop the sim. 31 seconds left. 4-2 the score. 30 seconds left. I'm going to go in and we're going to check out the celebration just because we have not been able to see this yet. CPU versus CPU game. Yep, actually, if I do that, I don't think I can see the... I don't think I can. No, I didn't mean to do that. All right, yeah, there we go. So I don't think I can see the celebration. So, I mean, it's 4-2 with 30 seconds left. I highly doubt they would score 2 goals. But then again, who knows? Anything could happen, that's for sure. Hopefully we can just finish this and go to and finally go to the Stanley Cup playoffs. Well, not the Stanley Cup playoffs, to the Stanley Cup finals, I should say. My bad, guys. Who's out there? That is Leopold, I believe. We lose the face-off. Why is Ray Croft on defense? He wasn't a defenseman, was he? I thought he was a forward. Honestly, I don't even know. Big block by Drew Doughty. Isaac Leopold. You know what, Doughty, he's taking the puck. I was going to say, Doughty's going to score the empty netter. Ekman Larsson now, the only one back. Big block by Ekman Larson, though. Nobody's in front. He tried tucking it short side. Andrew Shaw scores with 7 seconds left. Okay. Not really paying attention, to be fair. Sure. Okay. Marner, can he win the face-off, please? He can. I didn't mean to do that. Don't let Richie shoot. Okay, big save by Gustafsson. Imagine that. So, boys, we are off to the Stanley Cup Final for the first time since coming back as a franchise. It might be the first time in franchise history. I don't know if Winnipeg has ever been in the Stanley Cup Final before, to be honest. If they have, then please correct me on that. If they haven't, also correct me on that. But that is definitely the dream. I am glad that we made it. Mark Scheifele, our captain, shaking hands with Sami Vatanen, who I'm assuming is their captain. Although they may not have a captain. Scheifele looking good. Not going to take it, though. It's very interesting. Gary Bettman, yep, sure, why not? Clarence S. Campbell Bull goes to the Winnipeg Jets. Very good, boys. So that was the little celebration, of course. Not too bad. Can we skip this? Yes, we can. Hold to skip. Very nice. 3 stars. Isaac Leopold with a goal and an assist. Kyle Connor with a goal and an assist. And Laine with 2 assists. So Laine getting closer to point per game. Now 20 games played. He has, what is it? I think he's 15 or 16 points. No, that's not too bad. I believe it's 16 points. So yeah, that's not too bad. That's for sure. And that is awesome, guys. We finally get to go to the Stanley Cup Final. That is awesome. So that will be, actually, we do need to see, we will be facing Carolina in the Stanley Cup Final. So a Canadian and American team facing off in the Stanley Cup Final. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you all did enjoy. I will see you guys in the next one for the Stanley Cup Final. See you guys then. Goodbye.